commercialization is simply the result of the pressure of competition in world affairs. Is that all we know? Is that the best that humanity can do? A world in which 1,300 million people are hungry, who live under maybe on $2 a day or less, in which millions are starving, literally starving to death, in a world of plenty, a world with really no shortage of food, but short of the distribution of that food. A world in which we now have food riots all over the world because the cost of the basic foods is mounting and mounting, doubling and trebling. For what reason? Only to make profit. There is no shortage of food in the world. On the contrary, the loss to the people of the world of food is because the storehouses of the developed nations are groaning and wasting under the weight of that food. It is simply not distributed. So what are we going to do? What can we do to change this state of affairs? Well, there is a growing number of people in the world, still very much a minority, who see a different way to live, who see that humanity itself is the key to life on earth. It is not about competition. It is not about winning and losing. It's about nurturing and learning to live within the laws of life itself. There are two great laws which dominate life on planet Earth. The number one law is the law of cause and effect, known in the East as the law of karma. This is the fundamental law which affects every human being. Everything we think, everything we do sets into motion a cause or causes. The effects stemming from these causes make our lives, for good or for ill. But people live as if there were no laws. They can do just what they like. They can be as greedy, as selfish, as destructive as they want to be, and nothing will happen to them. But the law is the law. It's inexorable and beneficial. It means that you have to learn not to be destructive. This shows humanity, when it understands this basic law, the need for harmlessness in every aspect of its life. That is how humanity has to live. It has to see itself as one, and that this law affects everyone. And if you're destructive, if you wage war, for instance, if you are cavalier and use all the resources of the world for yourself and let others go starving, it affects you. You're never exempt from the effects of this law. What you do is, what happens to you is a result of what you do. The other great law related to that law of karma is the law of rebirth. Humanity seems not to understand its own nature, its own constitution, who and what we really are. Fundamentally, in the very highest level, we are divine. We are an individual spark of one great divinity. We live in a spiritual or divine universe. But that which we are, that divine spark, cannot manifest itself directly at this dense physical level. And so it has created a reflection of itself, a little lower in vibration, as the human soul. And the human soul repeats the process. The human soul cannot express itself correctly, fully, at this level. It acts as the divine intermediary between the highest, the spark of God, the divine spark, the monad, whatever name you like to give to it, and this, its own reflection, the man or woman on the physical plane. We are really souls in incarnation. It is not the man or woman, the personality, which incarnates. It is the soul which incarnates over and over and over again until such time as its reflection, the man or woman in that particular life, is sufficiently at one with the soul and that of which the soul is the reflection, the spark of God, the divine spark, until such time as the soul can unite the divine spark and the man or woman on the physical plane. And when that takes place, then our sojourn on planet Earth comes to an end. That perfected soul can then go on to higher experience on higher planets or higher solar systems. The fundamental experience or change in human behavior is to recognize for the first time that we are one, that human beings are all part of one family. They live in different countries, have different traditions, different colored skins perhaps, different religions perhaps, but they are fundamentally one. Every single man and woman that you see, every child, is a divine being incarnated as a man, a woman, a child on planet Earth. Fundamentally, we are spiritual beings, and our presence in the world is to spiritualize matter, the matter of the world, bring it up so it too can evolve as we evolve. Now there are on planet Earth people who have completed this growing process, this growing in awareness, evolving, becoming higher and higher, more and more like the soul, more and more perfect as the soul is perfect. And these have various names. They're usually known as the Masters of Wisdom and the Lords of Compassion. This is a group of, from our point of view, perfected men, men who have gone through every human experience and finally achieved freedom, liberation, enlightenment, and need no further experience on planet Earth. And they have lived on this planet behind the scenes of everyday life, unknown to almost everybody on Earth. Just perhaps a few disciples of the Masters know of their existence, and a few more who read the books